Okay, Kathleen, I'm here.
Yes, you are. Finally.
I heard you guys had a decent week last week with one specific day that was pretty sizable.
Yeah, we had a really good week last week, and one was not quite our highest ever, but still pretty awesome. It was like 116,000
in one day.
in one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just give us a little clue of like what that was, how you came about, and how many of those were existing patients, how many were new?
Honestly, most of that came about from new patient consults and also following up. That was a big thing. When patients come in, we really try and make sure that we get them through everything. So that way we can handle everything in the office. So any questions they have, any barriers, anything like that. So that way we can get them moving on treatment.
Great. So when you say following up, tell me what that means in this practice.
Beth and I, who I run the practice with, we have our own set of follow-up lists. So when we go through consults with Dr. Rich, whichever one of us is available, he'll grab, give us a good handoff, and then we go into those people. So we both have our own respective follow-up list. So both of us try and work in follow-ups daily. I know Beth has a 10-10-10 rule, 10 follow-ups, 10 implant leads, and then 10 insurance, whatever else she needs. And then I like to do all of mine right before lunch and then right at the end of the day because I feel like I grab more people that way. Both of us reach out to our own respective patients. We send testimonial videos, we send text messages, emails, phone calls, whatever we need. They cannot escape us. We will follow up with them. And then we kind of try and get them back into the practice to sit them down for financing consults. If they have any unanswered questions, get them back in with Dr. Rich.
So on those individuals, they'd come in to be diagnosed, seen, you had your initial new patient consult.
Yep.
You then saw them, went into full treatment presentation, and they didn't accept at that moment.
Not at that moment.
Right. So
but they're going to.
But they're going to. And how many times would you say that you follow up with them and for how long?
I always, and I know Beth has the same flow, when we're in there, if we know that they're not closing today, either they don't have their other decision maker, they want to go to their bank, whatever the reason may be, we say, okay, I'm going to follow up with you, whatever like is contingent on. If they're going to their bank, you probably are not going to follow up with them the next day about the bank, but you'll follow up with them the next day and say, hey, do you have any unanswered questions? So always we set a time. What time's good to talk to you tomorrow? So they say, okay, 11 o'clock, great. Beth and I have our own column on the schedule. We put blockouts, 11 o'clock, I'm calling you. So you better answer. If you don't answer, then we just send a follow-up text. But we always make sure that we get the first follow-up on the schedule, and then we consistently follow up. I know both of us like to do at least 7 times from there. 7 times where it's a phone call. If you don't answer and I leave you a voicemail, then I text you, hey, I just left you a voicemail. I'll follow up with an email. Hey, here are some videos Dr. Rich wanted you to check out. And that I only count as one. So like I count by day.
It's a 4-part cycle. Phone call, voicemail, text message, and then email.
Yeah. So I count by day, not by individual reach.
Correct.
Because then I could hit 7 in 2 days, and that's not getting me anywhere.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Good. So you had a number of follow-ups. The leads are primarily coming from, if you wouldn't mind, just break down where they come from. And, you know, you have Blumberg Digital. We're doing the implant funnel.
Yes.
You had a pretty decent, successful one.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually have a patient coming in to close on $60,000 on Thursday from Blumberg.
And then you have guys coming in from social media.
Yeah. A lot of social media, Facebook, Instagram. Our testimonials are a huge driving force of that. We posted this one reveal video on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It got a big response. We get new patients from TikTok, which is something we were very, very resistant to, but social media works as long as you use it correctly.
I saw the reveal with the guy who saw it and then started crying.
Yeah.
And oh, doc, how'd that one do?
That video did really well. And the cool thing about him is his girlfriend actually got treatment before him. So he came from a word of mouth referral.
Wow. Wow.
And then when he came in, he said, one of the first things he said before he even closed, I was sitting with him and his mom, and we were joking back and forth. And I was like, his mom and I are very on him about quitting smoking because she was like, I'm not helping you with this if you're not quitting smoking. And he said, deal, but I want to be one of your testimonials. Can you make me a movie star? And I was like, I don't know about a movie star, but maybe TikTok famous. Every time he comes in, he's like, I'm ready for my video. We're like, you're just here for a CT scan. But he's like, no, I'm ready for my video. So he's
awesome.
Super eager.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. But it got a really good response.
Okay, good. So we got paid marketing, online marketing. You have your social media, word of mouth.
Yeah, huge. You can't pay for that.
Can't pay for that. Any other main channels?
I mean, Google reviews are big.
Sure.
A lot of people just research like dentists near me. Our Google reviews come up. We have over 1,100, so we tend to get a lot of patients that way too. Those are like big ones.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, good.